Hello guys, welcome to this video where we are going to discuss the question get common elements 2. So this as the name suggests is very similar to the previous question, but in this question we have to consider duplicate. In the previous question we did not consider duplicates, we just printed the common elements only once, but here we have to print all common elements considering the duplicates. So main difference is that earlier when we were given an input something like this, and it was like this. The answer was, in previous question the answer was 1, 2 and 5. We did not consider duplicate, but in this question we have to print all common elements. That is we have to print intersections. So here we have 1 1 common, then here 2 2 common, and then we 5. The answer would be this. So we have to consider the duplicates. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy paste the previous question. If you haven't watched the video, I would advise you to do so because both questions are almost exactly same, just a little difference. So let me paste that here, and here where I remove the element I will just decrease the frequency by 1. So what I'm trying to do here is that once I encounter the element I would decrease the frequency by 1 after printing. Obviously after I print I will decrease the frequency by 1. So like when I am here I will check if the element is present or not. If element is present I will decrease the frequency by 1. Again I will check if the element is present, I will decrease the frequency by 1 again. So until the frequency is greater than 0 I can print the element. So in this case here I'll get two elements and the frequency is 3, so it would decrease by 2. So the remaining frequency would be 1, and so both the ones will be printed. It would be more clear if I wrote the code itself. So here I'm going to write integer frequency is equal to map dot get a to I. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to decrease the frequency by 1. Okay, we can only print until the frequency greater than 0. Why? Because let us just assume there were two more ones present. So we reached at this and we checked if one is present or not. It was present. Initial frequency was 3, so we printed 1. Now again we reached here, we checked one was present or not. We decreased by 1 and the new frequency was 2. Now again reach this point and check if one was present or not. It was present, so we print it and we decrease frequency by 1. Then we reach here again, we print it again and decrease it to 0. Now there are no ones left, no ones left in the map. So we have exhausted all the ones present in A1. So the fourth one would not be considered since we only 3 ones are common. So until the frequency is greater than 0 we would print. After it is less than 0, after it is equal to 0 or less than 0, we won't consider it. Okay, so frequency -1, and I'm going to put that in the map, update it into map. Okay, and here I'm going to check one more thing, contains it to and map dot get. Okay, so let me just take this to the full screen so it is more visible. Here map dot get, here what was it doing is that A2 I should be greater than 0. Okay, if this greater than 0 then and only then we'll print, because after it is 0 or less than 0 then it means that all the frequencies of that element has been exhausted. So if this is true then I will print it, otherwise I won't. Okay, now let's see if this works. Let's run it. Okay, again I forgot some bracket somewhere. Map dot contains key to I. Okay, yes, obviously I have to add a bracket here. So see, we have printed all the occurrences. So our code is correct. Let's submit it and check. So all the test cases are passed. So the only change that we made here is that we decrease the frequency after printing the element, such that only uh, only the number of occurrences which were common should be printed. So not no more than that number of elements should be printed. Like for this example, here only two ones are common, so only two should be printed, not three. Okay, that is why we decrease the frequency by one. I hope my solution was clear, and if you like the video, don't forget to share and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.